Nope, it's 6. Sorry. And it says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. We are a plant. And I use this analogy a lot just because I think it's helpful and practical. For people who struggle with following God and struggle with maybe particular sins, that sin is a fruit that comes out of the heart.
Yeah.
You need to identify what that root is, and you need to either start hacking away at the root, and you need to start taking steps to walk in the Spirit. So if porn is something that is an issue, the issue actually isn't porn. It's a fruit of the problem. And maybe the root of that fruit is maybe you feel unloved, and so porn now becomes a way for you to feel pleasure, and now you feel loved from this person on the screen, like that might be the root for some people. Another root might be they're alone, they're not in a relationship, and so they just feel lonely, and they believe the lie that they will never be in a relationship. So if they're never going to be in a relationship, you might as well just gratify your sexual pleasures through this. That might be a root too.
Yeah.
So when it comes to what people could practically do in order to step away or kick certain sins, is you need to look at your life like a plant, and you need to start growing in the Spirit and start trying to not plant seeds, like, because it says he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. So you need to see what's being planted. Sometimes the thing that's planted is just spending hours on your phone, just hours playing a video game. Like, that's not wise. And then on top of that, too, part of the answer is also in Galatians chapter 5. If you look over here, it says in chapter 5, verse 16, I say then, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So the key to not walking in the flesh is by learning to love God more, by staying in his word, by learning to pray more in a way that's more genuine, by staying in fellowship with other believers. So all that to say, if you're a plant and you want to kick sin, at least kick sin in a way that's more effective, we all need to learn how to walk in the Spirit more, because this is honestly, Galatians 5:16 is the key to victory for breaking any addiction and defeating any